Students, good morning students. Last session we completed up to fourth lesson, and today we are going to discussing the new lesson, monetary economics. Without money we cannot be able to live in the world. Without money we cannot be able to fulfill our basic needs. Without money we cannot be able to even live in the world. Our wealth is measured in terms of money. Our wages is terms of measured in terms of money. Our purchasing power is measured in the terms of money. Our national income is measured in the terms of money. So everything is measured in terms of money in the world. And today we are discussing the new chapter, monetary economics. Now we are going to the introduction part of monetary economics. Monetary economics is a branch of economics. It is also one of called branch of economics like microeconomics, macroeconomics, fiscal economics, and it is also considered as one of the economics that is known as microeconomics. That microeconomics provides the framework for analyzing money, and it is function of a medium of exchange, store of value, and unit of account. So medium of exchange means money act as a medium of exchange for exchanging the commodity from one person to another person, one industry to another industry. And the second one is money is measured the store of value. Money value is never changed. 10 rupees is 10 rupees. Even you are storing 10 years, 15 years, 100 years, even 200 years. Money value is never change in the future. That is known as store of value. So money are very important point. Money acts as a medium of exchange to exchange the commodity in the market, and money acts as a store of value, and everything is measured in the money like a unit of account, and it examines the effects of monetary system in the particular country, and it including the regulation of money, and associates the financial institution, even banking institution, financial institution, government. So everything is regulating with the help of this monetary economics. And next we will move to the meaning of money. So money is anything that is generally accepted, the payment of goods and services, and repayment of our old debts in the world for our goods and services. So money is anything that is generally accepted in the world for payment of goods and services, or exchange of goods and services in the market, and the repayment of old debts, even bank, financial institution, friends, relative, money lenders. So one is generally accepted tool for exchanging the commodity one person to another person. Another one is money act as a very important key factor for repayment of our old debts and service, old debt and that services as a medium of exchange. And next we will move to the definitions of money. Famous economists like Grother and Walker, both they are giving the clear definition of money. The simple definition was given by W. Walker, that is, money is what money does. So it is a simple meaning, money is what money does. So in Tamil, ஒரு பணம் எதையெல்லாம் செய்கிறதோ அதுதான் பணம் அப்படின்னு தமிழ்ல மீனிங். பட் இன் இங்கிலீஷ் money is what money does. So and another one famous economist, Grother, he was given the clear definition about money, that is, money can be anything that is generally acceptable as a means of exchange, and at the sometimes it acts as a measure and store of value. So he was also give the clear definition, that is, money act as a generally acceptable tool for means of exchange of goods and services, and measure the value and store of value. This definition was given by Grother, but globally accepted definition is W. Walker definition. Money is what money does. And next we will move to the evolution of money, how the money comes from earlier period, ancient period to now modern period. So the earlier, first we will going to discuss the barter system. The introduction of money as a medium of exchange was one of the greatest invention of human being, or mankind before the money was invented. And earlier days, ancient period, the exchange took place, that is bought with the help of barter system, that is commodities and goods and services were directly exchanged for other commodities and other services directly. For example, salt is exchanged for pepper, pepper is exchanged for wheat, wheat is exchanged for rice, and gold is exchanged for other diamond. So these the goods were exchanged for goods and services is exchanged for services. Under the barter system, the buyers and sellers of a commodity has to face number of difficulties because no value for pepper. Pepper is the high value product, but no value for salt, but they are exchanging together. So, and the measurement is also another one difficulty for in the barter system. So, both the suppliers are buyers and sellers of a commodity, they are facing very number of difficulties, and surplus goods were exchanged for money, which turn is exchanged for other needed goods. For example, goods like burs. Burs means animal hairs and skins, salt, rice, wheat, and utensils, weapon, etc. They were exchanged for unused product or valueless product were commonly used as a money. And earlier, animal skins, animal teeth, salt, rice, wheat, these are the commodities are used for as a currency. Such exchange goods for goods were known as barter exchange or barter system. The history of barter system. The barter system was introduced by Mesopotamia tribes in African countries, and Phoenicians adopted barter system of goods were other cities across the ocean. So these Phoenicians, they were travel across the world to exchange the commodity for commodity in the barter system. And the Babylonians is also developed the improved barter system where goods were exchanged only for goods. And next we will move to the metallic standard. After the barter system, the human being they are used as a currency for by making the metal. So after the barter system and the commodity money system, the modern money system evolved. So among these, metallic monies or metallic standard is the prime one or beginning one. So under the metallic standard, some kinds of metal, either gold, silver, iron, copper, they are used as a standard of value of the money and currency. Standard coins made out the metal are the principal coins used under metallic standard, that is gold coin, silver coin, even copper coin also. So these standard coins are fully bodied or fully weighted as a legal tender. So both buyer and seller, they are accepted this gold coin, silver coin and copper coin for exchanging of their goods and services. Their face value is equal to their instructing metal value. So this face value, for example, this metal currency, some of the king's face were printed. This king's face or face value is used for exchange of goods and services. We will move to the gold standard. The gold standard is a system which the value of monetary unit or the standard of currency directly linked with the gold. And earlier, even Tamil kings, Sera, Chola, Pandya and other foreign kingdoms, especially Mughal Empire, they are printed their faces or they are printed their wives' faces in the gold coin. The monetary unit is defined in the terms of certain weight of gold, for example 1 gram, 2 gram, 5 gram like this. The purchasing power is measured in the terms of units of this gold coin is maintained equal to the value of
fixed weighted gold. Simple meaning the gold coin is used for exchanging of their goods and services. Only the rich people, the king, they have more gold coin in the historical period. And the next one is silver standard. So silver standard or silver coin is a monetary system in which standard economic unit. So after the gold coin, the silver coin was introduced in the world. So the silver standard is a monetary arrangement which a country's government allows the conversion of currency into fixed amount of silver. Sometimes the government is give the permission to the citizen to print silver standard according to their need for exchanging of goods and services in the market. And next we will move to the latest forms of currency, that is paper currency standard. The paper currency standard refers to the monetary system, but it's a paper currency, but this paper currency was made by one type of cotton cloth. The paper currency notes issued by the treasury or central bank or reserve bank or central government of India. For example, in India, except 1 rupee coin, other currencies are produced only the Reserve Bank of India, except not only 1 rupee coin, 1 rupee currency. The central bank are both central government and treasury, they are circulate as an unlimited legal tender. What the country needs, the paper currencies are printed by the Reserve Bank of the particular country. The paper currency is not convertible into any metal. The paper currency is convertible only for paper currency. Its value is determined by the independent of the value of gold or any other commodity. This paper currency value is totally independent. It is not based on value of gold currency or silver currency. The paper standard, also known as the managed currency standard. In the world, the China people, they are introduced the paper currency first in the world. The quantity of money circulation is controlled by monetary authority. In India, so the Central Reserve Bank is the monetary authority for controlling the paper currency. And next we will move to the plastic money. So this is the latest type of plastic money. It is one of the important question. This year public exam is also, they are asked this question. The latest type of plastic money. The plastic money is one of the most evolved form of the financial product. The plastic money is alternate to the case. The standard money, the plastic money is a term used predominantly in the reference all over the world. The plastic money can come many different forms such as cash card, credit card, debit card, prepaid cash card and store cards, forex card, smart card, petroleum card. So these are the examples of this plastic money. And next we will move to the last most modern method of currency, that is cryptocurrency. A digital currency, it is known as a digital currency like a Bitcoin. It is a digital currency which is inscribed techniques are used to regulate the generation of units of the recent generation of units of currency and verify the transfer funds operating independently of a central bank. And decentralized cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin now provide out for the personal wealth. Our wealth is measured in the terms of Bitcoin. It is a latest form of currency, but only 2 or 3 countries they are accepted for this Bitcoin, and other countries they are not accepted this Bitcoin. The personal worth that is beyond the restriction and confiscation is measured in the terms of Bitcoin.
Students, next class we will going to discuss the functions of money. So there are 4 functions: the primary function, secondary function, and the contingent function and other function. So next class we will going to discuss the functions of money. And thank you students, those who are coming for live online class, clear your doubt. I accept more students to participate this live class, and you will use this live class and you will clarify your doubts. You feel like a classroom interaction for live class. Okay, no, don't come for live class for namesaking, you will come wholeheartedly and give the respect to the teacher, and you will acknowledge the hard work of the teacher. Thank you, students.